Hey, you ever had those jobs? Maybe the wife says, I want to repaint the living room. And that turns into a full-on house renovation. That's what we got going on here today. This job started off as innocent as we're just going to replace some stump grinder teeth because we got a couple jobs coming up and it's finally not raining. So what a great day to do a little bit of maintenance. That turned into, I am so frustrated with these egg couplers. I go out to a project, I get dirty, dusty, I get all sorts of debris, and these things leak like sieves. I'm done with it. I'm switching them to flat face couplers, so then at least I can just, wipe them on my jeans. The same thing I tell my little kids not to do. I can wipe them on my jeans, keep them clean, we're rocking and rolling. No more of this weird little plugs that are equally as dirty as just not putting them in. Let's get these switched out. Let's stop this happening. Here we go. So step one, just move your seat forward. It's an adjustable seat. Move it forward, get a lot more room. After that, take this top plate off. It's a carriage bolt with nuts underneath. They're stamped 8.8. Take it, it's metric. I found a 13 millimeter. It's pretty much close enough. Now we're gonna clean our work site up so we can actually work. And I want this thing out of here. Sure. Put that down so we lose it later. Come back, make sure we don't hit anything. All right. Easy enough. These things look like they're just threaded in. No big deal here. We'll get a wrench to fit those. Yeah. Let's go find the right wrench. Okay, so pretty sure John Deere, if it isn't made in America, it's assembled in America. And that line is getting very blurry about what is made in America. Anyways, some parts probably going to be metric, such as the 8.8 carriage bolt. Some things are probably going to be, SAE standard. Well, the biggest metric wrench I have is a 24 millimeter. It's bigger than that. It's probably 25. It's awesome. The closest wrench I have is a 1 1/16 with a little bit of slop. It's probably just a 1-inch wrench. Out of 50,000 wrenches, you know what I can't find? A 1-inch wrench. So today we're going to use the wrong wrench, a 1 1/16, because that's where I'm at in life, guys. Whoa, not super tight. That's all right. Yeah. Well, this is going better than I had planned in my head. By the power of Hollywood, let me hit the fast forward button and take these out. Wah! Well, things are going too good. 3 of the 4 came out. I just touched this one and saw on the back side it started spinning on me, so it wasn't coming loose. So I cheated. I cut a corner and didn't use a backup wrench on 3 of the 4. It caught me on the 4th one. It only moved a little bit. No biggie. We got a backup wrench on it now. So, in theory, we can come over. Oh, man. Get a better angle on it. Yep, and come right off. When in doubt, use a backup wrench. Okay, well, we got we got the parts we need. We had to run around this afternoon and buy supplies, but we got all the couplers off, but they're pretty dirty. Lot of I guess opinions on how to clean hydraulic contamination. You know, I've tried 50 million things. You might like WD-40. That's fine. I use a variety, whatever the parts store has on hand for electrical contact cleaner. It's just what I've seen that works pretty well. You spray it, it pretty much cleans everything. It's plastic safe. I don't know about, you know, the ORB, the rubber O-ring. My opinion is that it's safe. Other people's opinions is that it's safe. You know, use your own judgment, I guess, is where I'm going with this. But yeah, throw some safety glasses on. It really it cleans it up pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Makes cleanup pretty fast. Now all we gotta do is throw the new parts on. Well, quick little update. The bottom probably gonna work just fine. I don't think there's going to be any interference. But the top, that's a problem. And it's my top link securement is kind of held right there. I mean, you could cut that off, still have the bracket, still keep your hydraulic in it and everything right there. You're not going to be able to keep your hydraulic top link or any top link up in a secured fashion. So you'll see other tractors, they come down on the PTO shield here and it's all dented up and they just fall down. I don't want to do that. I don't know what my options are here. I don't know if they make skinnier, thinner flat face couplers. My first idea would be that they probably don't, because they're generally go on to skid steers and they generally are used more in a hard fashion. I'm not going to say abused. And I'm wondering, you know, is that why you don't see this modification happen too often? I could get an adapter to come out a little bit longer. Maybe that's what we got to do. Here's what I'm contemplating, and once you go down the path, there's no turning back. I have a Porta-Power, that's a hydraulic ram that I believe I can get in here, and oh yeah, we'll bend this open, wide open. As I look at it, it's almost in this part too, and we have burr bits, dies that we can, you know, hog this out, and that's where I'm going with. Once you start going down that modification path, there's no turning back. Once you take off metal, you can't put it back on easily, or, you know, make it look OEM. I think I talked myself into a 2-inch spacer. I think we're gonna go try to find a 2-inch hydraulic hardline. Now we gotta go get more parts. And I've already tried, and I know the low-hanging fruit answer would be just to use the other side, the male side. That doesn't fit either, unless we did something weird. But no, the male won't fit either. So, to the parts store. Well, we had to get ourselves an adapter kit, but a couple small fittings. It's gonna space it out past that bracket. Screw right on, bingo bingo. Nothing to it, right? Take this guy, it goes right in there. It's close, but it'll work. All right, let's speed through this. These are all hand loose. Can you see the little O-ring in there? O-ring boss. So what that means is we're gonna snug it, but we're not going to put our full muscle into it. There she's snug, and we gave her, I don't know, 20 pounds of oomph. There she's snug, about 20 pounds of oomph. Now to go on here, we went back to just regular pipe thread. Okay, that said, we're going to use a little pipe dope. Can you use Teflon tape? You can. One of my other attachments has blue Teflon tape going through the little poppet thing. It annoys the heck out of me, and the only way to fix that is to undo it and dig out the Teflon tape. So instead of doing all that, we're going to pipe dope it. What we want to do is not get that first thread. So we'll dope it up, and then we're going to have to come back and clean it. And we take this guy. Just going to wipe it off about the first thread. Or at least not have it gooped on it anyways. Then this one goes back to O-ring boss. Nice and snug. Quick do the other side. Then we'll start throwing our QDs on. Quick disconnects. All right, now we're ready to install our quick connects. Quick disconnect flat-faced couplers. These are O-rings. All you gotta do is, dip your finger in a little bit of hydraulic fluid that is leaking everywhere. I like to put a light coat of hydraulic fluid with as little contamination as possible on the O-ring. You don't need a whole lot. All right. Same deal with these guys. We're just going to snug them in there. Like so. Wonder if this wrench is going to be big enough. Then we're going to grind this project. I'm just trying to put stump grinder teeth on. Let me go around and grab a bigger adjustable knuckle buster wrench, and we'll put light pressure on it. Really, with an ORB, an O-ring boss, you don't need a reef on it like a pipe thread, JIC. That's something different. O-ring boss with an O-ring, 12, 15, 20 foot-pounds of pressure, and you're not going to get that close with an arm. So basically, it's not full-on oomph, just a quarter oomph. It's about all you need. Well, it's running, and I don't see any leaks. That's kind of the first good sign. Let's try to deadhead it with a little bit of pressure, see if we have any leaks. Then we'll hook up some attachments, see if that leaks. We might be okay. Oh, we're getting a leak. We did find a leak. Yeah, it might have been loose. I like that a little better. That seems to have done it. Dope this up a little bit. Trying to stay away from that first thread or so. All right, and these are just pipe thread. You're gonna have to check your attachments to see if see what kind of thread they have. I have a hodgepodge going on. So some are pipe thread, some were O-ring boss. Can't really help you there. I don't know what attachments you have, so I can't tell you what you will need. But it's not too hard to crack a fitting and take a look at it. Crack it by taking it off. Not reefing so hard that you actually crack the fitting, like what I'm trying to do here. Oh, whoo, that's tight. I think it's time to give her a shot. First, oh yeah, and then come over here and yeah. Oh. All right, no leaks even. That's amazing. I got my hydraulic top leak upside down. All right, well, tell you what, that took about all day. But that's been something that's bothered me for a long time. And I'm glad I finally just took today off and said, we're going to switch them over and we're going to stop this leaking. If it isn't the tractor leaking, the fittings will leak on the attachment. So my attachments, why do they leak? And you're probably asking, why would you want to switch over your quick disconnects, your couplings? Mine get drugged through the dirt. I said it. I'm pretty hard on my equipment. When it's production time, I have to get the job done to client satisfaction. And if that means that the hoses on the TR3 get drugged through the dirt while I grade an entire yard, I don't stop. I can't. The stump grinders no different. Those go out in icky conditions, and they just get old and leak. Constantly having to plug them in to the tractor, it was contamination. It was a hydraulic flush, filters, and then just the perpetual leaks. Perhaps you don't drag your quick connects through the dirt, and you probably shouldn't. So this, modification may not be applicable to everyone. That was very expensive. I'm sure I got $600 into fittings of various things. That's that's a lot of money. Between that and the hydraulic fluid, because you crack a fitting, and yeah, you're gonna get full of hydraulic fluid. Might not be for everyone, but hey, maybe it's for you. Don't know. I don't really have part names or numbers. I went to the local Bobcat place and just picked up the quick disconnects, and then another hydraulic shop to get my extension to get out from this little bracket here. So there's not really, I don't really have, you know, product names and descriptions. They're just half-inch QDs. It's more of a, if you need to do it, I'm going to show you, it can be done. Is it for everyone? Maybe not. But hey, if you see me doing it, you can do it too. Cheers from a dirty hydraulic bulldog, guys. So real quick, this is what I mean when I drag my quick connect hydraulic fitting ends all through all sorts of debris. We're using the stump grinder and with a top link, hydraulic top link, and the ends just kind of sit there. So having quick connect, they're now clean. Some of them get dragged through the dirt. Some of them just sit on the back of the tractor getting dragged through the dirt. Either way, that's a whole lot easier to clean.